don't want to completely avoid this type of talk on this show.
I don't avoid anything. Let's go.
This is the NFL, and a lot of this stuff is on the table. I agree with you that I think when Justin's healthy, Justin plays. There is a trade deadline coming up in a week. The big elephant, I think, in the organization right now is what does Ryan Poles truly think of Justin Fields at this point? And we don't know the answer to that. My hunch is, though, that they are starting to go down the road of what's next. Well, and I think we've seen that with them scouting Notre Dame games and North Carolina games and putting the work in, as they should. But it's an interesting question with all this floating around, and don't forget the time of year we're in, too, with that trade deadline looming a week from Tuesday.
Yeah, I have a hard time getting to any real scenario where they trade Justin, but I will come along with you. Look, Matt Eberflus, you can't really take a whole lot of what he says and extrapolate much from it because he's just trying to get through every press conference and not insult any of his players or coaches. But when he talks about Bagent, he is very complimentary of him. Now, do you think he's just doing that on his own, or do you think that there's a lot of complimentary talk going on in that building around it and he's echoing it? Because I would go with the latter. I would say that he is aware that the people that matter in that building also share a positive opinion on Bagent. So, and now he's started an NFL game. Now he's won an NFL game. Now he hasn't embarrassed himself. Now he's made some pretty, important decisions in key moments of the game.
Luke Getsy obviously liked this guy to the Senior Bowl.
Luke Getsy liked him in the Steelers. They're not reversing thoughts on any of their positive.
I don't
thoughts.
think they're surprised at how he played today.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I think they also, with the game plan, shows you that there's still, the training wheels are still on a little bit. But here's the thing about that. They should be.
Right.
They should be.
Yeah.
And especially with this matchup.
Right.
You had one guy to defeat on defense really today. You just couldn't let Max Crosby ruin the game. And so a lot of the things they did, I think, hopefully, I would like to assume they would have done even if Justin Fields was playing quarterback today.
Well, and can I add that? It wasn't just don't let Max Crosby beat you, but don't let yourself beat you.
Yeah.
And by not turning the football over and not putting your quarterback in a position to turn it over by giving him, wide receiver screens, different reverses, simple check down, options and quick passes. That takes out the having to read the field, or if Oakland's going to disguise coverages and different things to try to get him to throw in a window that he's not used to.
We all silly like the mayor.